Let's make a video here. So, not a video, short video on this hive here. Probably about a week ago, a little over. And it was 2 boxes tall. Got 4 now. I was gonna video this part of it, but I didn't. Right now, time the other day, but we're gonna get in here and see what's going on today. You may wonder why I've got all these boxes on top of a deep and medium. This hive, where I got in there, it was jam-packed full of bees. A ton of them. Holy cow. They're boiling over whenever I started messing with them. No swarm cells though. Plenty of drones and drone cells. No queens yet, luckily. So what we did here, we shook all the bees down in this box here. Make sure we have mama down there. We left queen with 1 frame mainly cat brood, 1 frame of resources. The rest of it drawn or pretty well drawn out. And then as an excluder, we got an excluder on top of this deep here. Got a medium here, foundationless frames. Not a whole lot of flow going on right now, but it's got a purpose here. Got a bee buzzing me. See if I can get away from here now. Hope I can. Oh boy. There we go. It's always a beekeeper in wheelchair and the ground being a little bit soft here, but we'll go to the other side over here. A little farther away from these buzzing bees. I don't have a suit on yet. She's going for my face, and I don't want to get my face stung. A lot of the places I don't mind, but face, nah. And she's still buzzing me. Good grief. Okay. So we got the queen. Where's my down here, bottom box. Like I said, frame of mostly cap brood and frame of resources, nectar, pollen, honey. The rest of it drawn comb. Brown box here, got excluder below it. Foundationless frames. They might be starting to draw out, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, not a whole lot of flow going on here. And then we got a deep box, medium box. Deep medium box had all the remaining brood. Anything that was capped, open, anything that was brood. Of course, like I said, we moved most of it down up top. I left 2 frames in the bottom there. I did steal some resources from the deep there to help out of the split that I done the other day. I had an overwinter nuke that had 2 queen frames and no queen, so we took a couple frames of cat brood here and put in them. We'll look at them after a while. Had 2 queen cells, luckily on different frames, so probably kind of early to make such a thin split, but we'll see how it works out. That's about to warm up. So back to what we got going on here. Like I said, we got deep with mama, plenty of laying room, foundationless with an excluder between them. All our brood up here. Doing kind of a Demaree split here, if you're familiar with that. And basically, all the nurse bees are going to go up that top box, 2 boxes there, to attend to all the brood that was left there. And then we got, of course, the population up above. It's going to be nurse bees. Bees as they graduate, going foragers and guard bees, they'll come down here. They'll do their business from this box here after they do their orientation flight, like these bees are doing here. So what we've accomplished here, we've taken a bulk of the population out of that bottom box there, except for foragers. Gave the queen plenty of laying room. Should pretty well avoids swarming. I hear it doesn't always work, but I anticipate cells being up in them two boxes there, top boxes. I had never tried this before, but they say that if you separate the queen from the brood and have that extra space between it, they think they're queenless up in that top box here, which essentially they are. Can't really look my finger there. So the bottom there, they can't swarm. They don't have any young bees. They don't have any honey to gorge themselves with in the bottom there, and it's just become really depopulated where they don't have that urge to swarm quite as strongly now. Which this queen here, I can't imagine how packed she'd have to be to one make swarm cells. Like I said, she is a rock star. She had all kinds of brood in there. So what we're gonna do later today, I'm gonna take the top two boxes off, put a double screen board in there. So that'll even further separate them two queens. So if we get a queen in the top there, we'll run two queens here, and if we got an abundance of cells, I'm probably gonna make a few more thin splits here. So essentially we'll have original colony split up top. Whatever we get on top there, and I may even take that medium off top there. It had quite a bit of brood. Just make a split off that medium there, and then maybe still another frame or two out of that heat. We'll see as we go here. Really like this queen. I like to make as many as her as we can. If they perform, her daughters perform as well as she does. Anyways, I got a bee buzzing in me here. We're gonna head off here, and we'll resume here in a little bit when I get suited up and get to digging in here. Alright folks, get this video finished out here. Before we do, it's going to be a little windy, so hopefully you can hear me. I think the bees are going to be pretty nice today. They are buzzing from this hive here. Not a bad thing for sure. I want to mention before I get too involved here though, I'm a third-year beekeeper. And I know a lot of experienced beekeepers are going to say, what are you doing posting on YouTube? Well, this isn't how to. I think it's Mike Berry. If you into beekeeping, watch his videos. He says this is not a how-to video. This is how I do. Being my third year, I don't even really know how I do yet. I'm still working on finding what works for me. And if you've been involved with beekeeping, gonna get involved with beekeeping, you're gonna find that there's all kinds of ways to do this. Nobody does the same. Well, some people do some things the same, but there's so many different ways to skin this cat. I don't want anybody to think I'm showing you how you need to do it, so you got to find out how you're going to keep bees if you're going to keep bees. My main objective here is just to show how I adapted to me. want to be an inspiration to anybody specifically, but I want to encourage people to show them that if you think you can't keep bees, you probably can. You got way you can get to your hive and got a decent upper body. Even if you do have a little bit of upper body problems, not a lot of strength, I think you'll find a way to do it. Not gonna be fast at it, but you'll get it done. If you're watching my other videos, I don't get things done fast. It takes me forever to go through a hive compared to a lot of people. So we'll see how this goes here. Like I said, I've got a queen excluder here and all the foraging bees down here, hopefully. Or they'll probably go up here to this super here and hopefully start drawing some stuff out, and the rest of the brood and mainly the nurse bees will be up here. Could leave it in this formation here and knock down cells here if I want to make a whole big hive here. Do the Demaree method, but I'm going to put a double screen board between here and these here, so this is definitely queenless here. Hopefully we'll raise another queen up here and we'll have 2 colonies here. Not doing exactly the Snelgrove method 1 here. Today or tomorrow I should have been swapping outdoors. If you're not familiar with the method, go look up Snelgrove method 1. There's 3 different methods. A lot of it's swarm prevention and to help make a honey crop. You can keep the whole hive here pretty well together, so you have a massive hive that ain't gonna hopefully swarm, but yet make a good honey crop. Like I said earlier, we'll probably take some queen cells out of here. This is only done this on Thursday, so I guess this will probably be considered day 3 for a lot of these. So a lot of them, the young larvae will be hatching in here. They may have a few cells that are already started, so they'll be a little bit older. They may start it on day 3 eggs of when I actually set this up here. But if you're not familiar with queen, how they are produced, got your egg on day 1, day 3 is when that egg actually hatches. And if they need to make a queen, they'll start feeding that day 3 larva royal jelly, or continue feeding past where they normally do on other larvae. This is going to be worker brood. They'll stop laying it or giving the worker larva that royal jelly a lot earlier in the development process than they would a queen. That's part of what makes a queen a queen. Royal jelly helps her develop her ovaries so she can actually be the one to reproduce. So we should have a lot of nurse bees here, hopefully taking good care of the queen cells that are hopefully started here. We're not going to smoke this up here because we don't want our nurse bees to be forced down through that excluder and on down. We want to try and get them out so we can put that double screen board over here I got, Snelgrove board. Then we'll put them back on top there, and probably Friday I'll check again. I've got some bees coming. I've got, I don't know if you guys can see over the weekend, but got 3 nukes and a package. Nukes and packages are all going to be Russian bees out of Mississippi, certified Russian breeder down there. So kind of be interesting to work with them. I've heard they're really good for mites. They take care of the mites pretty good within the colony. So we'll see how they do. I think that's pretty important. It's one thing I really do feel strongly about so far is having bees that can go through the winter, maintain their mites. You're going to have to treat some, but bees got to do some on their own, because miticides, killing a bug on a bug, doesn't always work out very well. And I think we're going to see a lot of immunity, more than what we see now, to the miticides with the mites. So having a bee that can actually maintain their own mite load is going to be a valuable thing, I think. So they're good at that. And we got VSH queens coming later in the summer too. Some Missouri mite hunters, I think is what he calls them, from Corey Stevens. I'm pretty sure that's what's in here, and she's doing excellent. And I've got another hive down on the other hive stand down there. It's got one of his queens too. I'm sure both of them just came through winter absolutely busting with bees and plenty of resources. So I'm pretty proud of them. Definitely want more of them. That's why I'm wanting to. Not only do I want to increase my hive count, but I want to make more of this queen here because I like her. I did treat with Formic Pro in the fall. Nothing else. I treated with that. Done real well. But this hive here, that's all I've done. I didn't even feed last year on this one here. Like I fed a little bit when I introduced the queen, but after that I didn't feed anymore. The super here, it's down, was on top of that there. So I ran it deep and medium. Had a lot of bees, or a lot of honey in it, and last time I was in here, she'd even started laying in the super. So we were really increasing our population. We got a lot of bees coming in out front there, so I think this is going to be a really good hive. Hopefully get a lot of honey off of it. We'll do a follow-up on the Snelgrove thing too, kind of showing what we do. And whenever I put it on there, I'll try and explain the doors a little bit better, but let's get into this hive and see what's going on. Oh yeah, we got a lot of bees up here. This is awesome. These nurse bees are so pretty. I've got a golden color to them. I didn't be able to see this queen here, but I know she's a nice one. Seeing bees are pretty color, just calm as can be. As you can see, there's still a lot of honey on us here. A lot of bees. We got a drone out outside. I don't know if you can see him. Got a dark body on him. That's awesome to see though. All that resource is still left in there. We got a few flying bees up here. I don't think there'll be a ton up here. Autumn bee. There's bees. And we got charged queen cells. Exactly what we're hoping for. It's awesome. Bring it over here for you to see a little bit better. Pretty secure. We're not going to lose queen here, so I'll bring it over here to you. Right here, that kind of bumped that cell there. Queen cell they've started. Like I said, probably started that day or day after we put that queen excluder on there. So when I come back Friday, I think they'll be capped or almost capped. I'm loving this frame gripper too. I didn't use it last year much or year before because I felt that I dropped too many frames with it, but I don't know. It's been handy to at least get that first frame out. It's pretty tough to get out. I don't see queen cell there, but we got a lot of cap larvae. That'd be good. Drone cells. But I had to set up the drones couldn't really get out very well if they wanted to get out. So before I get that double screen board on there, they'll be able to get out if they want to. It'll have its own entrance. They won't have to go through excluders that they can't actually fit through. There's a queen cell, pretty advanced right there. Just swarming looking spells there. Could be just emergency cells that they happen to build on the edge too. But I think we'll leave them. We might even try and cut multiple cells off some of these frames too. There we go. That's my eye tool. Maybe wondering if you knew I cut off cells. Like I said, I really like this queen. So if we end up with enough resources to do it, I'd like to make several nukes. So we may try and harvest a few other cells off here that are kind of extras. See how many we can make. Of course, every one of these cells that hatches no guarantee that all of them are going to come back mated. Just improve our chances that much more if we can. Got swamp or cells made there too. Pretty awesome. Liking it. You can see down here, but we've got some bark home here. Gonna clean it up. Should be collecting that from my melting wax. But, oh. Some pretty cells. Hopefully we don't get any hatch before Friday. If we can leave them all in here. Whichever one hatches out first, she's gonna go through and kill her queen sister. She wants to be the only one. So we want to give them a chance of making a queen, but we don't want to lose all our queens that we may raise here too. We got a few flying bees getting a little testy today, but oh well. I'd probably rather I leave them alone today. Since I was just in here Friday. Or not Friday, but Wednesday. No, Thursday. I don't know what day it is. Never do. I was off work Thursday, so I done that work then. A little cell on the bottom of that one. Purple-eyed drone. He's already up. Let's look in there and see. Well, it's supposed to be how you check for mites. If they have any reproductive mites. And I see a mama mite run around in there. But I think that's all that's in there, so my understanding that would not be a reproductive mite, so if we have any VSH here, check another one. They would not uncap that one to what they do for suppressing mite reproduction. I've told in the best to look for that really, but One female is the only thing I see in there. I may not be able to see them well enough. I believe that'd be an unreproductive mite. The mama mite in there that didn't reproduce. That's another thing we'll probably do later in this year too. We're gonna get time. We're gonna try and do a Harbo assay. Look under little magnification, pulls under them, peep it out. Not necessarily the drones, but worker brood, I think, is what we need to look at more. And count and see how many reproductive mites we got. Hopefully not very many. Either way, I like this queen a lot. Oops. Box fell over. Oh well. So I did steal a few frames of brood out of this one here the other day. Up top here. Put in with that nuke we talked about earlier. We got a good population up here yet. Don't know if we'll show it in this video here, but I'll need to put these in drawing frames. Box over there. But we'll go looking at the nukes and see how we're doing there. If we got a queen that hatched or what we got. This frame here, I don't know if you can see it from there. No larvae, but they're bringing a lot of nectar in for something. Now our dandelions are really going. Henbit, dead nettle. Oh, I don't know. There's a bunch of things starting to go here. Ooh. Got a nice cell there. Got plenty of young larvae yet in there too. This is probably too advanced here from the making cells out of, so got open brood ready to be capped over. Smoker about to choke me out. A little bit of capping about to be cap brood there too. I'll see queen cells here on this frame. It's a Friday, we may just need making splits off of the medium, I don't know. I've got 3 more frames here. A little bit of cat brood on this one. That smoker's trying to choke me out. A lot of pollen. Pretty pollen. A lot of pollen nectar. Pollen of all different colors. Pretty cool. See different colors like that. Yeah, so unless we got something else drawn out between now and Friday, we just got one queen cell in the deep here, which is fine with me. Try and get more than one if we can out of the medium though. I don't know. Maybe when we put this double screen board on, we'll get some more cells built. Because it is definitely farther away from the queen there, that medium was, so it may have more bearing on it. Have more queen cells than the other one. We have all kinds of bees down here. We got a bunch of them. Pretty sight. Try not to bottom too much down here, and we'll take a little peek, see if we can find her queen down here. I never marked her. I've never actually seen her that I know of. They get hard to see, for me anyways, in a big population like this. Mostly empty foundation frame here. Starting to work a little bit. They got worked on that side there. It has mainly got nectar in it. Pretty typical for an outside frame. Got a lot of bees flying around me, but they don't act agitated or anything really. Really heavy frame. A lot of nectar. That's mainly what we got here, the resources, which like I said, pretty typical of an outside frame. A lot of the same here. It's got nectar coming in on this one. I kind of got him riled up a bit. Oh, he'd be alright. A lot of resources here. I don't have the best spotting ability for these eggs, but it looks like we got some young larvae in this one down here. Oh yeah. Pretty hard to see on the camera, but don't see mamas though. See how our population is right now though. Get that. Here, whenever the flow really gets going on here, 1st of May, we should have a pretty booming population here. Also make a lot of honey. Like to see our queen. We don't have to. We've already seen that we. Pretty sure we got her working down here. Just want to make sure on this probably our frame here that should be on. Like this our brood frame we left in here. Looks like. Want to make sure we don't have any cells started on here. There's always that possibility I rolled her or lost her the other day. Hope not. I see a nice sheet of good kept brood. Both sides. Beautiful cap. We do have a queen cell there. 2 cells. So, it may not have been eggs that I've seen there. It may have lost her. Hate that. But, like I said, we should have a pretty good population here still. Both boxes. I don't know, we'll see what that looks like on Friday. See if there's anything else in here. It may, I don't know. maybe that they started to think a little swarmy whenever after I done that, and that's just a swarm cell I started, and then start at the bottom. Of course, mating queens are available now too, so if we need to, we can find us mating queen. But I think we'll be alright with the population we got here. And when the queens will hopefully come back, hopefully we'll get a couple here. And they might be trying to supersede too. They may think that she's not doing her job now since we reduced her population so much. I should have marked that frame that had that cell on it. We'll see if I can find it again. Look at all that nectar coming in though. Oh my goodness. Already sight. Where we got all of our cap stuff. Got a few cells there. Yeah, so. Got a Sharpie here. We'll put a red X on that one that has them queen cells, and see if they still have cells when I come in here Friday. If they decide that she is in here, they may turn them down. Stuck together. Another good sign for Friday for me. All of our brood, if she's not in here, by then I think we'll be capped or be obvious it's old and about ready to be capped, so that'd be a telltale sign for us too. Alright, we got our honey box here. Don't see anything drawn out yet. I'm sure they're going to start here pretty soon. Okay, here's our double string board I was talking about. Double string because it's got string on both sides here. That's what they call 8 inch or 8 inch hardware cloth. Has a door here, 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 and here. No door on that side, so we'll put that to our front entrance here. What we're going to do, I'm going to open the top entrance to our bees we're keeping on top here. Since I'm putting this on here, they can't go through the excluder anymore to get out if they start flying. Start flying over here Friday. I'll shut that, open this one here, because that's when our queens will start getting pretty close to be ready to go out for mating. We want her far away as we can from making a mistake going down here, because it's still kill her if she goes in there and I do have a queen. So we want that there. Put our box back here. Then after, and if our queen comes back mated, and then we can start manipulating these doors every couple days. They graduate foragers every day. Pretty well. Forager bees going out and collecting resources. So we want to feed them down to the bottom, so we got a good population down there. Of course, not all of them will go down there. We want plenty that'll bring stuff in the top here. And given that we get a new queen up here, to raise us another population of bees, and we'll have 2 queens making 1 honey crop here, hopefully. We'll look for our cell on these 2 we're putting back in here. Try to be careful with it so we don't lose our chance on it. I don't know, I think we got a queen down the bottom because these up here are definitely roaring like they don't have a queen for these. So, I don't know. I thought queen cell was on this front here, but I don't see her. Don't really want to shake it so we don't mess up our queen cell. Don't see a cell there either. Let's be on this other frame. Oh, that's pretty light. Got sun brood on it. There it is. Alright. Put it in there very gently. Don't mess it up. Put our medium box here. We had quite a few cells in our medium here, so pretty awesome. Don't know why we got so many, but hard to complain about queen cells when we're trying to raise queens. Got some brood on it, so we'll put it kind of towards the middle-ish. No cells. Nope. Messed up one there, but oh well. Didn't realize there was one there. Another awesome thing about this double screenboard deal, I don't think I mentioned, due to the screen, we've got a reduced population up here, of course, from what we had down there. That screen, they share heat. So, I like that cell being so far down there, but that's alright. I'll leave it. We got several others. Anyways, they share heat. So this one doesn't take quite as much energy just to keep it warm. There's a bunch of cells. See that girl going in there feeding? Pretty neat. Put it up here, throw in the middle. Squishing cells. That's a good food frame there. Water frames with some cells. Put it gently in towards the middle there too. Tons of propolis. Holy cow. What a big brood. Don't see a cell on that one though. I'll try and put it right here. There's one with some cells. Sort of on both sides. Oh yeah. Good honey framer. Put it in right here. Alright, so we're going to put it back together. Got a ton of bees over here. Got most of them there. Small queen through here. Alright. Put our top back on, that'll be good for that. back on Friday and do it all over. See how we're coming along. Hopefully we do end up having a queen down here, so we're not delayed and having one keeping our population up. But we got queens all starting here. We got cap stuff and bolts that'll be young and kind of keep the population up, and then it takes said 16 days for the queen to emerge. In a couple of days she'll go out and do her bedding flight, and within a week she ought to be laying. 21 days from there we'll have worker bees emerging. So it takes a little while, usually from when your bee emerges to when she get made and everything. Will be about a month before we have her daughters coming out. So it takes a little while. We'll see how we go here. I appreciate you watching. We'll end this video here. We'll have another one coming up here. See how my battery's doing here, and maybe go down and look at that new and video on it. Like I said, we had 2 queen cells in it, different frames, so done a little experiment down there. Hopefully get us 2 queens there. And that may be what we do. If we get enough queens from there, we may just plug her in here if we end up being queenless here. Or she may get a laying queen there first and take our queen out of here if we can find her for raising. I don't know. We'll see how things go. This year we want to expand and raise some new queens and make honey all at once. So hard to do with all of it, but we'll see what we can do. I guess I need to figure out a different place to put my smoker next time too. It looks like you guys have been smoked out the whole time. But alright. If you made it this far, I appreciate you staying around from all my rambling. I'm probably been here an hour, but we'll try and condense a little bit for the actual video. But if you hadn't already, like and subscribe. Hopefully be plenty more of this summer. I can keep my camera from getting too hot like it did last year. But like I said, Friday I've got 3 nukes package. Gonna install and then check on this here again. We'll have that to look forward to. And Friday we're gonna put that package in a laying hive, so that'd be a little different for us. Also have a long length froth come from Rick York. Go check his website out. Makes a lot of different unique long hives, and this one's going to be pretty unique that I've had him build. Horizontalbees.com I think is his web address. Him and his wife do an awesome job of making these hives, so go check him out and see if that's something that you may be interested in if you're getting into bees. I think it's pretty unique, and especially for somebody like me. This lifting here takes forever. Them horizontal hives, you just lift up a lid and you don't have these boxes to lift, but there's so much you can do with this configuration here too, so I don't know. We'll try a combination of it this year and see how it goes. Like I said, stay tuned, subscribe so you can be notified whenever I post another video here.